He's coming.
You see a turkey? I don't see no turkey.
No, seriously, he really is. He's coming down the fence line, I swear to God. Dude, look.
Is that him?
You see him?
Yeah, I see him, man.
I told you. I would assume it's that gobbler. It's in the taller grass now, but it was working this way when I last saw it. That one right there, it's behind that post, it's walking this way now. So, me and Cody have been running around all morning. We started off on public ground and then came to my property where I shot my bird opening day. Calling, get down to this bottom, actually the top of this before we got to the bottom. And I called and we heard a bird hammer over here. And then that's that clip where you saw Cody falling down the hill. But we got set up. And as soon as we got set up, we heard him gobble one more time. And then we didn't hear him after that. So we have no idea where he went. So we crawled up to here after we put the decoy out. We sat probably for 20 minutes or so. Nothing happened. So we came up to this little tree that's fallen down. It's probably about 50 yards closer to the creek. The neighbor's property's right across the creek, and we were hoping he'd fly over here. I got to looking up in the field, and I thought I saw him coming down here. That was that clip of me talking to Cody. And I thought the bird was coming down, so I was looking up over this log right here, thinking that was a gobbler coming down to us, but it was actually the hen. I guess that hen was with him. So we called the hen down to us, but the gobbler is missing in action. I don't know where the heck he is. So we're gonna pick our things up. We've sat here for a while. We've called, no gobbles, nothing. We called the hen down here, but I don't know, that's just how these turkeys work. They're a magician, they just disappear. It's crazy.
Forward, forward, forward. Me and Emily, we're gonna go look for some sheds and scout some new property, but we ended up finding some pheasant back. Come check it out. I think what we're gonna do is cut some of this pheasant back off and do a little catch and cook action, because this is like the most pheasant back that I've seen in one spot. There's actually two. The smaller the better. Dang, I didn't even see the backside.
Oh, dang.
So we got, that whole stump is full. These are the biggest mushrooms of the group back here. Those are the biggest ones of the group. So that's, I mean, that's 3 different stumps covered. And we also, I think there's some on some other stumps up top. So we'll go try to check that out. But we're gonna start cutting these. Usually what you do with the little ones, you can cut them completely off. But then the bigger ones, you'll just cut around the outside, because once you start getting in towards like the center part of it, it's really tough and it's not that good eating. Oh yeah. That was a tender one. That one's gonna taste good. Those are the small ones. That's the little pile that we got now. Now we're gonna go back and cut the outside of these big ones off. Literally all you can get is probably the outside of them. So as long as your knife is sliding through, you're good. So that's pretty much all you can get. Once you start getting into this stuff, it's just, you're chewing on rubber. This one's pretty soft, actually. So this might be a good tasting one. Oh, yeah. There's another piece. So, I mean, you leave a lot of mushroom behind, but you honestly don't want to get that. I don't see any more around us in this spot, but that was 3 different stumps. We actually have a pretty good little bit. Dude, that's freaking massive.
I spotted the pheasant back at the second location.
Okay.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that is insane. We were going to get the thumbnail picture for my video, because we forgot to do it when we were finding all the mushrooms over there. So we came to our secret spot that we found like a bunch of mushrooms last year. And man, did we find the mother lode.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, look at this. This absolutely blows my mind. I don't think I've ever found a stump that has this much pheasant back growing on it. Like you can see, there's already more starting to grow. Just those little pieces of pheasant back coming out. 16. There's 16 that I can see right now. That is crazy.
And usually there's just like 1 or 2 on each stump.
Yeah, usually there's, I mean, a couple pieces, but I don't know. I've never in my life seen this much on one stump. So this is pretty sweet. It goes from that one to these 2, then up there, then over there. It's just everywhere. It's so cool. Oh my gosh, this one's gonna be a really good one.
Dang.
That whole mushroom right there. Cut like a butter. This is what you want. You just push it. It goes right through.
Yummy.
Those right there are the good eating ones. Do the Jeff Pease sniff. But we're gonna get these out of the woods, cut them up and trim them so some of that tough stuff's not in there, and we'll get to cooking these things. That is what I call a handful of mushrooms. Look at that. That's insane. That is insane. Oh my gosh. Living off the land at its finest. Carrying out our bountiful harvest of pheasant back mushroom. I feel like I'm carrying a platter of pancakes.
It looks like it.
We're back at the house in the kitchen, and we're gonna get to cooking these pheasant back mushrooms. We're just gonna drain the mushroom water out. I just had it soaking in water in this bag. So we're just gonna throw together the same rendition of mushroom gravy that I did the other night. And like I had said before, what you wanna do, you wanna just slice it. As long as your knife is going through it like butter, then it's good. If it's really tough, then do not keep it in there. So just make sure your knife is going through it exactly like that. And you should be good. We'll cut bite-sized pieces of this up and we will get it sauteing. What I usually do first, I'll get butter, saute the mushrooms, get your seasoning in there, and then after that is when you add in the milk and the flour. Then you just kind of let that thicken up. So this is what you'll get once you get your mushrooms all sliced up. Just small, tiny, bite-sized pieces of that pheasant back mushroom. I'm gonna get this heated up a little bit above medium heat, and we'll get some butter. Go ahead and stick that in the pan. That's gonna start melting down, and then we're gonna throw our mushrooms in there, and then that's when we add in all the other ingredients. Well, we've got some salt, the kicking chicken, the old trusty kicking chicken. Of course, black pepper. This is some secret dry rub for ribs that Dad has, but I'm gonna throw it in there anyway because it smells good. And then some garlic powder. So just spread that around. That's gonna heat up a bit more. And then once that starts coming to a sizzle, we will add in our seasonings and then let it cook down for maybe 5-10 minutes. Get a close up of that. I think it's about time to add in our seasoning. First off, we'll add in a little bit of salt, not too much, just enough. Now, the old kicking chicken. Can't go wrong with some kicking chicken, just for a little bit of kick. Now this flour and milk is gonna soak up a lot of this seasoning because that's gonna be the flavor for the whole dish. So you can add a little bit more than what you'd think just because, I mean, all that's gonna soak up and be your flavoring. I'm gonna add just a tad bit the secret dry rub seasoning. Smelled good, so we'll give it a try. Just a teeny bit. And now the old garlic powder. It's really good on mushrooms. It just brings the flavor out. So that will be our last ingredient. Now is the time to add in our milk and flour. So I'll just put some milk down in there. We'll start adding What am I even adding?
Adding.
We'll start adding. We'll start adding our flour in right now. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. So we'll start out with that mixture. You basically just want to just play it by ear, just look at it. And once it starts thickening up, then you should be good. But it's basically just all off sight. If it's too watery, add in more flour. Gravy's done. Now we're gonna add it to our bowl, and we get to try it. So this is our finished product of our pheasant back mushroom gravy. Super, super easy to do, and a very tasty way to cook your pheasant back mushroom. So here is the first taste of this delicious masterpiece. Okay, that is really good. I think this is better than what I made the other night, honestly. Oh my gosh, that is fire. That is so, so good. You get that mushroom taste, but you also have that, I think it's that rib, like the draw rub or whatever that I put in there. Because you taste like the spiciness from the kicking chicken, but at the same time, you get like a, I don't know, it's like a weird charcoaly, smoky flavor. It is so good. Yeah. That is amazing. So this came out really good. It's so fast and so easy to do. Just milk, flour, whatever seasoning that you're gonna use, and then whatever mushroom that you wanna cook with. I bet it would be really good with morel mushrooms as well, so you can also do it with that. So I guess that is gonna wrap up today's video. Make sure if you enjoyed it to leave a huge thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell. We're actually about to go roost a bird for Emily. We've been running around all spring trying to kill a bird. It's been ridiculous. It's been one of the hardest springs as far as turkey hunting that I've ever experienced. We've done good with mushrooms, but as far as turkeys, it's just out the window. But we're gonna roost a bird this evening and hopefully be posting a video on Emily killing her first turkey. That's what we got going on. So make sure if you enjoyed the video, I've already said that, but you know what to do. Blah, 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 blah. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.